Well, hey everybody, welcome to the Go Team Coach Club call. What? No, nobody. All right. I'm wearing my quarter four shirt. Anybody? Come on, even though I'm totally shift shopping it, but no, you got 20. You earned that one. I know that you earned that. That's good. Good job, you. The guy's 21 day fix extreme stuff is just. This doesn't look good. So anyway, I didn't even, yeah, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, we're going to get rolling here. TJ's got T25. That's amazing. That's good stuff. All right. So guys, we are, this is going to be a great night. I think you're going to hopefully find some really helpful information. Let me share my screen with you. There it is. All right. As always, the quick reminder, keeping vision in front of us. We're here to equip and inspire and help you ultimately just focus on some essentials to help you build the business. Because guys, really, it's not the most complicated business. Yes, there's a lot of moving parts and pieces. Yes, and I know when I say that, I also say it with, there's a caveat that says, yes, there's some complexity. But if you get lost in all of the complexity and the minutia, then you'll miss out on the big picture and miss out on the truly important things that need to be going on. Okay? Quick celebration. It's very early in the month, so I'm not stressed about these numbers at all, but it's really cool to see people making if they're okay. I'm not sure what that means. But we've got Stephanie. Stephanie's the top of the heap here with 4, and then Nancy and I are close behind you. Steph, we will catch you with 2 each. So that's great. If there's time, I'd love to share something with the group. Of course there's time, Nancy. Let's go ahead. This is a good time before we get to our chat shout out. So go for it, Nancy. Love to hear.
Okay, thanks. Just quickly, I want to say that when you went over the purpose, I can tell you that there were a number of times when I sat in on this and just kind of like, yeah, because my intent was not to do this for real, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so excited because I finally have made that shift.
It's the shift shop. You're doing the shift shop. That's why.
I was telling Jen today how I am not embarrassed to talk about the cost. I mean, when I stop and look at what everyone is getting for that cost, it's like, are you kidding me? And the other thing is, I'm just really excited. I have a call on Wednesday with a gal who is like extremely interested, and she's got like 3 or 4 friends who are interested.
Yay. I like 3 or 4 friends.
I think I'm going to make Success Club this
Yes,
month.
you are. I really believe it. I truly believe it. You know what? And so that's a great point, Nancy. And I think one of the best things about this is, so in coaching, there are 2 key beliefs that have to lock in order for you to be successful in this longer term. Okay. So number 1 is you have to believe that the products do what they do and that they are worth what they say that they do. Okay. Which now, guys, truthfully, man, when we're talking BOD paired with the Shakeology, dude, it, like back in the day, 21 day fix I thought was worth the, that. But now we're talking the full thing of BOD, new workouts that are included as we go. All the new stuff, things like, we got coming up here, Sagi's week, the hard, what's that called? Something hard body or something like that, whatever, I forget what it's called. But that coming up, Sean week, all these things, and all this content, which is amazing. So that's number 1. And then you couple that with the containers and all, it's just sick. So that's number 1, belief. You have to have belief in that. Then number 2, ultimately, guys, and this is where we as a team are still shifting. This is where we're going to have to go, that the coaching opportunity is viable. Right? Would you agree? I think we're all still like, come on, y'all, we can, like, Sean, let's go, right? We're all trying to make that shift and to go, is this really viable as a, like, because I think what happens is sometimes we get lost in the minutia and we get so distracted by so many different activities, right? Which is what we're going to talk about scheduling tonight. Jen's going to bring the heat, which is going to be amazing. So when we get caught in that minutia, then we go, oh, let's see, there's somebody who might be interested in this. Oh, they're way too busy because I know I'm crazy busy, and this is like so hard for me to keep track of. I can't. There's no chance that they can, right? Those are the kind of things that go through our heads where we're going viability. So that's the next shift that we kind of have to start getting ourselves past. And really, guys, it has everything to do. It's less to do with like, and we'll get into some organization because you certainly have to have organization, but it has everything to do with drive. So true, there's a lot of people who can't do this business. There's the truth. There's the truth. And there's a lot of people who don't do the business. But the truth is there are a lot of people who can. We just have to find those people and keep asking, keep finding those people who might be willing to do this, which is what we're going to kind of really cover as we talk about our sneak peek at the end of the month as well, because that's going to be a key. Guys, if we can start really casting the vision of there are people who drive for this and actually are engaged, it makes all the difference. That's good. I wish my video worked. Frustrating. Oh, I'm sorry, Claire. That's good stuff. Becoming much more assertive and talking to people. Yep, absolutely. It's that posture, having that posture that says, I can do this. Okay, quick chat shout out. You know what? Let's see, how many we got on here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Just real quick, I'm gonna start from the top. What challenge are you currently inviting to? So Steph, I see you on the top of my picture. Would you mind telling us what you currently are inviting to?
Have a challenge group starting a week from today called End of Summer, End of Excuses.
Excellent. So end of summer, end of excuses. Love it. Good deal. Nancy, how about you?
Well, I just teamed up with Jen, yay, Team Jen and Nancy, and doing a sugar detox next week. Is that right? Starting next week. And then a challenge, which we haven't really named yet, I don't think, on the 21st.
Yes. See, the thing is, guys, I love seeing this. And the beauty is, so Claire can speak to how excited she is. When she sees, and she just shouted it out in the Coach Club, right? When Peggy and Penny, the peas, so anyway, but they both like taking initiative in starting that veggies challenge that they're doing. That meat, honestly, guys, there is nothing more exciting and Steph would say this too as well, when your downline starts doing stuff on their own and takes initiative, it's so great. It really is. It's like, thank you for doing something. It may not be perfect your first time or your second or your third time. And like I would say, Linda running her free challenge, Leslie running a free challenge right now. It's like, I love it when I see you guys do that, taking that initiative just to suck it up and do that. Now, Jenna, I know you've done that too as well. But just continue, like having that as something you're doing as a regular basis, it makes all the difference for us. Jeanette, how about you? Speaking of you, do you have something you're currently inviting to specifically?
I'm getting ready to. I'm working on pulling together a new free challenge, a 7-day one for moms, busy moms, and
great.
Looking at just timing and taking care of self-care, looking at self-care, water, and food planning, meal planning for the family.
Great. Oh,
and then,
solid.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to roll that out in 2 weeks. And then I'm still looking for somebody, if anybody's interested, I'm still looking for somebody to do a special plus size challenge using the UV2 for a challenge, like an actual premium challenge. So if anybody's interested, let me know, hit me up, because I think this one we can pull in a lot of people that are too fearful of doing some of like the
shot, right, or whatever. Yeah.
And I can speak from that experience too.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's really, really great. Yeah, UV2 is a freaking great product. Leandro is you know, he is his own thing, and he's just fun, and he's just, yeah, he is Leandro.
It is.
Which is
Oh,
great.
yeah.
And honestly, the
Yeah.
dude is like, nothing against Richard Simmons, but like Leandro's
You're
like
talking about my
actually,
buddy here.
he actually has the goods. You know what I mean? He's actually, whereas anyway, that's all.
Yeah. Well, you know, I go way back with Richard.
I know you and Richard back in the day. That's good. Jen, how about you? Sounds like I think we know already, but go ahead and you can say it.
So Nancy and I have teamed up. We are going to do I think we're going to stick with a 3-day sugar detox. And a lot of that is going to be, you know, with everybody going back to school, it's a good time for people to get back on track after the summer. Yep. And then, of course, we'll do our 21-day challenge, or our 21 or 30-day challenge on the 21st. And again, we haven't decided yet, but we will get there. It's just having a goal to start that challenge that's huge.
Right.
So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah. And I think, guys, you know, my sense is I'm back to 21 dazers.
Yeah, I like the 21.
Just because if you try to do the 30s, your months get completely thrown off. They really,
and then you can't really run your pre-challenges, and then it goes into your next month.
Yep. So you can still have people continue and loop and finish that quote-unquote in-between week, right? It's like, oh, yeah, if you're doing a 30-day program, great. Just keep on going, finish it. It's great. But for me, it's we're going to just do 21 days of intentional, and then that last week you can do that. So I think it's I think it's great. So good stuff. TJ, what you got, brother? Can you talk now? I'll unmute you. There you go. Oh, I did it again. Me, go.
Okay. Next week I'm starting at end of the summer group.
Okay, so on Monday?
Yes.
Good. Awesome. So that's like a 21 or a 30, whatever you got?
21 days, yep.
Excellent.
I agree with the 21 days, yes.
Yeah, I think it's just it's just key. So that's good stuff. All right, Kels, how about you? I'm gonna mute you, TJ.
I just finished my sugar detox group, and I started my monthly challenge, but I'm still inviting to the monthly challenge. I tend to do that throughout the month.
Yeah, that's great. So quick set on that. Now, you had some concerns about how to take these people who were part of your sugar detox and moving them forward. Were you able to watch any of that yet? Not yet, or yes or no?
I was driving most of the day. I was in Mishawaka, so I actually haven't yet. And then I came home and was doing some housework, so I did not get to yet, but I'm going to. Okay.
Yeah. So were you driving?
The one
okay, go ahead.
The one that
Melanie?
Did Claire send it? The Melanie Mitchell one?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a podcast, just so you know. You can subscribe to her podcast. And
I
then
think I already have.
Doesn't have to be a wake-up call. So I'm sounding like Max Headroom. Sorry, I will not sound like that. Whatever. Nice. Okay, so that's great. I think for you, just it's a matter of really because you did, guys, and I think I shouted this out before, but Kelsey finally landed. It was, and again, that's one of those proud papa moments where it's like when somebody really lands something, and that was, if you guys saw. Dude, it was crazy interaction, like crazy interactions, which was so great. And honestly, man, that's the thing that just I don't think you can understand that, guys, what that does social media wise, not just for your actual like helping during like for people to invite to, but really just your overall social media presence with all those people who have like commented and liked. It's just for the next like few weeks, people start seeing more of your stuff, which is I think fantastic. So that's great.
I was able to add a lot of friends to that too.
Say that again?
I was able to add a lot of friends to my actual friends.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That was.
And then you're not messaging just complete strangers where it's like, hey, I'd like to have you to be my friend. It's like, so those free challenges are so helpful to gain a lot of followers that way. So that's good stuff. Linda, how about you? You're currently running a free challenge, by the way, her first. Good job.
Actually, it's my second. I did another one with Debbie Calhoun.
But I think it's first solo, though, right?
That's first one solo, yes. I guess it's going okay. I've had the main ladies that are new to the whole program are responding right now. I haven't received too many who were not signed up to take on the challenge, the all access part, but it's okay.
Yeah, that just being real with that too, Linda, that is a harder step in terms of getting people to commit, because especially the credit card thing starts to get people all spooked about it. So I wouldn't base your ability to run this on that, because that is a big stopper and that is a hump to get things over. So
But
so what are you currently now inviting to pass this? What's your next?
Well, my plan is to encourage, I think on either Wednesday or Thursday, to encourage those who are currently doing the challenge to see if they will go ahead and sign in for the challenge that Claire's doing, I think, back to school challenge, which is the 21-day thing, and get them involved in doing that.
Okay. That's great. Now, are you able to, like, in between that, are you still inviting to anything at this point? And
not right now. My brain is really full on trying to do this.
I understand. No, I understand. You got to make it happen. I just would, you got to make it do with what you can do.
Right.
I would just always having something, guys, to invite to, and if it even is just simply a free support group that you might be able to run within your own, like you can set up your own support group. A lot of people do that sometimes too. It's just something you can invite to in between, but just to throw that to you. Okay, so Claire, how about you?
Well, we're doing the me, Peggy, Penny, and Linda, my cup team. We're doing the Back to School, Back to You challenge. It's starting on Monday, the 14th.
Nice.
And we're just trying to invite to that. So three of those ladies are doing a free challenge right now. Bonnie and I are kind of hanging back. I need to get my butt in gear and do something, but
good.
Just having challenges with my life. So only do so much right now, but I'm in the game, so it's all good.
It's all about seasons, kids. It's all about seasons. There's seasons of sprint and there's seasons of a little bit where you can't sprint as hard. So it's not always sprint. And as much as any wake-up call, just going to give you guys all this specifically, this is the thing, as much as any wake-up call would say this, and this was a couple weeks ago, there was a gal on there giving some advice, and I was just like, I talked to Steph about this. She's giving some advice, and then I went over to her page and looked at her page, and I wasn't seeing what she was talking about. Like, literally, I scanned through at least 7 to 14 days worth of her posts, and the stuff that she was saying wasn't reflective of what she was which was saying, you gotta be on all the time, you gotta post like 7 times a day and blah, like crazy. I looked at her thing and there was like 2 posts, at most 2 posts a day, and so just gonna give you that. It's okay. Don't put that kind of crazy pressure on yourself. However, that doesn't mean you then check out either, right? Obviously, and you push as hard as you want, because if you can sprint and you want to like really dig and do this, and you can do like 5 posts a day, and if you want to do, I would say probably your ability to do quality posts for all 5 of those is probably not going to be super, but maybe 3 times a day and do decent quality, you would probably still do that. So just on that too. All right. That was that. Anybody else? I think did we get everybody? Yes, we did. We got everybody, so that's good. All right, so guys, I think it's that's really critical for us to have that next step. So I'm inviting to. I've got one that I'm going to do another I'm thinking more of a free one here. I'm going to do another free, not next Monday, but the following Monday. And then I'm actually going to start inviting to my September challenge. Honestly, just for me, and then just the people that I know, starting in the middle here, unless you can get them like next week, which I would say is still okay. But if you go in that 21st range, man, it's really hard for at least in our world where school is starting. That's like literally when school is starting for the Penn School District, which is a lot of people. And to get anybody started at that given moment is going to be really, really hard. So that's why I'm avoiding that. And then the next the next one is approaching the Labor Day thing. So I'm actually thinking, yeah, I have to actually take a little bit more of a look at that. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. Okay, quickly, guys, I wanted to talk to you about the quarterly diamond bonus. Bonuses. Okay, this is the worst diamond picture I ever picked because it's got like these weird flecks on the edge. But anyway, so this is the diamond bonus that is $250 per quarter. Now, you have to be hitting Success Club. Okay, so let's go on a little field trip, shall we? Stop here. Field trip! Yay! Look, we're going on a field trip, kids. Where are we going, Dad? We're going on a field trip. Here we are. Wait, don't time out on me. Can you guys see it? I think it's already timed out. Let's see it. Okay, so real fast in all this. You go on to your back office, right? Y'all know this, right? I just want to make sure we all know. But then you're like, hey, I wonder what the qualifications for the diamond status for dumb thing is supposed to be. And you can go down the bottom of the page where it says FAQ. You hit that little number. And it says find answers. And all I had to do here is I've got 9 Switzy. Right here. Find the answer. So I'm going to go diamond quarterly bonus. And look what it says. Diamond bonus pool promotion. 8,005. Okay. Real quickly here. $250 paid out. And your commission's checked for each quarter you qualify. Okay. So that's pretty cool. And be paid diamond. Now check this out. This is different than qualifying for diamond. To qualify for diamond, you have to literally hold it for 1 week. And you're then qualified as a diamond. But to get the diamond bonus, okay, in order to do this, you have to have 6 weeks of consecutive diamond, right? That makes having all of your ducks in a row for lots of different people, okay, or lots of different people hitting at the same time. Which, guys, honestly, here's the reason why on this. Check this out. The way that this works, and because this is also for the Star Diamond bonus pool, it's the same kind of pattern, is you have to hold it for 6 weeks. But basically 6 weeks makes it past, it's 2 cycles of people ordering, if that makes sense. So there has to be one order on 1 month and then the auto ship of the next month, basically is what ends up happening. So you have to make those moons align, which is going to be about, if you think about it, so you got 4 people on each side for your regular personally sponsoreds, and then one of those people on each side is an emerald. That's a total of 12 people holding to an active status within coaching for 1 6-week period. Make sense? That's how it works. So just giving everybody that kind of sense of what that's going to take. And longer term, if you're going to hold rank beyond this, and again, I would just say this here is, guys, this is just a fun thing ultimately to get, because think about this. Many of you you've earned $250 even in a week. You've earned that, right? I know some of you have, okay? Based on where you've done stuff. So this is a nice thing, and even the quarterly bonus for 2-star is a similar deal, but it's just an extra nice little incentive to work towards, okay? And this is also for people who are coaches who are lifetime 1-star diamond or lower can hit this, which is everybody on our team. Okay, everybody on our team can hit this, including Lisa for me, which is kind of fun. So I'm going to make sure that I've got Lisa's rank on for that point as well. Okay, so that's cool. So just would tell you guys, if for some reason, so like Steph, this would be a good example for you. I mean, now this is a big old stretch, I know. But to go for you and then say like Jim, that would be a double bonus if you could make that happen, right? I know that's a lot to ask to make the 1-star, but that's kind of where the things potentially would be, okay? So Q3 and Q4 2017. And then you do, let's make sure what it says. Where is that whole thing? Steph, did you see that? with the Success Club?
Yeah, it's at the top. You had to make Success Club in July, August, September.
Oh, crap.
I know. I told you I can't qualify for the first bonus. 'Cause I didn't
Wait.
make it.
Coaches who are lifetime diamond. Wait, where does it say that?
At the very top, right under prize, where it says quarter, first bonus week, quarter end, paid on.
Of that same, oh, okay, gotcha. Of
Yeah.
that same quarter. So yeah, so for this quarter, not that big a deal. But here's the thing. The quarter starts, okay? It starts, oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't know how many of us made Success Club last month, but we had to make it last month to even this first bonus.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Let's see. Coaches, officers in each month of that same quarter. Yeah, you're right. So first bonus week, quarter end on the 27th. I'm sorry, but okay. So just as a potential goal, so then let's just start lining things up for for this next one.
The next one, right?
October, the beginning of October through the end of December. Okay, and guys, truthfully, as we start to head into this, they are releasing or you saw, of course, Autumn's new program, which is the 80-day obsession, right? My sense is they're going to play with us on that. They're like, oh, we're releasing it in January next year. Oh, surprise, it's releasing in December. I guarantee you, man, it'd be silly for us not to release it before then to get people started on those resolutions. It would be stupid. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's potentially happening for, even though they're going to, I think what Tony's program, I think, is like October, November, maybe. But anyway, so that's that. All that to say, and then the other thing, guys, is I want to say this real fast here before I move on. As you're looking to rank advance, this is an important thing. I talked to Jen about this. Okay, so training, you go to news and to training. In news and training, so for newer coaches, if you want to develop beyond our quick start, 5-day quick start training, this is where you go. Get started. Boom. Now you're a coach. Bam. Here's some fundamentals that will help you strengthen. If you're an emerald, now you're an emerald rank. This is what you need to minimally be doing. And I would say this, guys, if you are an emerald, or let's say if you're a coach, you should probably take a peek at what emeralds do, okay? And if you're an emerald, or at least you've qualified and you're looking to maybe potentially hit the diamond, you should probably look at what diamonds 1-stars are doing, okay? Same thing moving forward. If you're a diamond, move up into, even if you've lost maybe the rank and you need to get back, you should be looking at what 2 to 4 stars are doing. Okay, so that gives you this. So let's just go to a solid one. Let's just go to the diamond one just for kicks here. Okay, so once again, this is just a reminder. This says what you should be doing. Okay, this says what you should be knowing. This says what you should, and this is how you learn how to do these things. How do you create new diamonds? Okay. And then ultimately, here's some leaders, team leader benchmarks, which is ultimately, when you hit diamond status, you're really a team leader, okay? So it gives you some things to think about. For those of you who really like to actually have okay, Dan, you're telling me diamond, you're telling me these things, now what do I do? Okay, it's right here, right here. You don't have to look like crazy. And then here's the deal, guys, and I talked to Nancy about this, talked to Jen a little bit about this week because we're part of our cup team, but the point is owning your own success in this. We are a team, but I would tell you this, we are still independent team beach body coaches. Does that make sense? You owning your own progress in this will because ain't nobody gonna do it for you. I can't do it for you. You shouldn't ask me to, okay? It's owning your own business. Got it, enough said. All right, stop share. Wait, someone had some questions maybe. What was it? Yeah, each star you get a 25 counts meet out. Yep, you're in for the next one. Sure. Yep. Perfect, Jeanette. Love it. Okay, so that's good stuff. Stop the share. Back to the share. Here we are. Beautiful. All right, and now that was leadership ladder. Okay, I wanted to cover that with you. Now, last thing before we get rolling into the meat of this call here real fast. I know we've done a lot, but let's talk Team Cup. I want to know, so let's open up the horns here. I want to know, how is consistency? What's working? And what do you need help with? Anybody? We'll open it up to all. It's a Jen.
I'll talk.
Oh, who's up?
Me.
Okay, go.
Can you hear me?
Guide again.
Okay. I think what's working with us is we have a message stream going right now. So we are in constant communication. We have our event set up. We started with a free challenge for our whole team cut together, and everybody, added to that. And now we've got an event coming up a week from today. So we're constantly keeping each other updated right now in our message stream with how we're doing with our inviting. And, if somebody gets a negative response, we kind of share it within the message strand and, talk about how to best answer, a potential prospect. We don't have a lot of points or anything, but, we're getting there.
No, and Steph, here's the truth. Your team is the youngest team in this. So that would be expected.
Yeah.
That would be expected. So I think the way you're running it too, and basically saying, okay, little chickies, literally, come to Mama Hen and we're going to do this all together, right? Whereas I think the way I'm running, so just so y'all can hear that, and we've said this too, I've told Nancy and Jen this particularly on our team, is like I want to empower you guys to do some of your own stuff, and we'll be together, of course. Let's still encourage each other. I want to empower you to do what you do, because I don't want to necessarily dictate, because you're going to know your business right now more than. But for you, I think, Steph, it's a brilliant strategy. That's good stuff.
Yeah, there's been a lot of firsts.
Yes.
A lot of first posting events, a lot of first invitings. So very young, very fresh. So it's fun. We're having a good time.
Fantastic. And that's what you need to be doing. So that's a great way for you to grow. Good stuff. Who else? How's consistency? It's driving us to succeed in our own business. You have to take initiative. Anybody? Okay.
I'll go.
Go for it, Nancy.
Well, I will say my consistency is not the best,
Okay.
but I do have to say that I am doing better than I was before we started this.
Nice.
I'm posting more on Facebook and doing the birthdays. Every day I check. I don't have a lot of friends that have birthdays right now, but that's okay. Does everybody's birthday show up if they list it? Like, I have friends I don't even know hardly, but you know what I'm saying? Or
you can choose to make it public or private.
Okay. All right. So anyone that's on it, I wish them, happy birthday. And I am reaching out to people who comment. I'm just not going in and intentionally every day I'll go in and I'll read through my feed, or I'll read through the, through my main page and just comment on people. And I'm trying to get better at asking questions. Don't get a lot of responses, but I did get one today. I was really excited. Someone I haven't seen in ages. I wished her happy birthday and asked her if she was doing anything special, and she responded. So that was,
nice.
Encouraging.
That's great. Yep. Even those little wins. Yep. Those little wins, guys, really matter. And I think it's just the sign how emotional this business is, right? Even, it's so funny. It's like you get someone to respond even a little bit, and it's like the person who's starving who just got a breadcrumb. Like, yes, this is the best tasting saltine I've ever had. And then, the next minute, you're feasting for a little bit, and then it's like, then there's no food for 2 minutes, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so starving. I'm so hungry. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's, so it totally can be very, very emotional. And I get it, guys. It's so everybody just hear that. It's normal. Good Lordy. Right? Okay. Let's all we'll all take that big breath and go, namaste, right? Okay, there you go. Good stuff. But yes, so Kels, need to be more consistent. So consistency is going to look different for you on days you work than on days you don't work, right? It's the truth. I don't think you can make the same, because if you set the same expectation for the amount of engagement that you're going to be able to do on work days as you do on the others, the only thing you're going to wind up is frustrated, right? So I think, so if you just then can balance out some of this and go, what are the non-negotiables that I can try to do? Like, what's a speed power hour in 20 minutes? What can I get done in 20 minutes? Okay. And maybe that day it's a little bit less about posting and a little bit more about connecting. I don't know, or whatever it means for you to work your business, right? So just, I think you need to give yourself that permission on those days when you are working. And for me, guys, like, I'm already starting to head, and you guys are noticing it probably, I'm not as readily contactable. I don't readily comment as much. I've got gaps where I've got about 4 hours sometimes where I'm really bad. Like today I was working on my choir handbook for, like, it was a major project I was doing, and I'm like, I couldn't get out. So I'm just saying, I think it's important for us to recognize that, and it's cool. It's cool. All right. We do need to get on because I definitely want to expectation. So being revenge, just attempting to find an hour. Yep. Absolutely good stuff there, Jeanette. All right. So let's schedule our business. All right. We're going to post with a purpose. Now, Miss Jen has done some really great stuff lately. If you guys, again, seriously, we've got some great coaches on our team, and I think in great social media stuff. But Jen, as a relatively younger coach on the whole world, is just, y'all gotta admit, Jen like kills it on this the posting side right now lately. And so we gotta give her some major props on that. So I thought as Sean might say, it's amazeballs. So that's good. All right, so good stuff. So Jen, you are on the line?
Yep, I'm on here.
Awesome. Okay, so let's hear, I want you to kind of talk to us about what you've been doing recently to kind of help, like what kind of trainings are you doing? Where, like, you just kind of found, I think, your groove when it comes to this whole thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, so let's talk about what that all looks like for you. Okay.
Well, I actually have like lots of notes here, so bear with me.
Deal. I'm gonna cancel this screen share so we can just see you more.
Oh, geez. Okay. Okay. Well, first of all, I think the main thing for me was just getting over the fear of posting and getting over the fear of, what others thought of me and what I was doing. Once I got over that hump, then it was like smooth sailing from there. But also, to start with, I had to find a routine that worked for me. That means, I'm just going to be honest, I did the Miracle Morning Challenge. I think I'm in like day 20 or so. Don't quote me on that, but I have been doing that for at least that many days, and it has helped me form and just give some consistency, to my life. I mean, I was waking up at 7:30 and then trying to get my kids awake, and then I was trying to get breakfast, get Maddie out the door. It wasn't working for me. And y'all are morning people, and I'm like, man, I want to be that. So I achieved it. I decided I'm going to do this, and I did that. So I am now up about 4:40 in the morning. I start at 5. I do my meditation, my workout, and then I do my power half hour is what I start with. So anyways, I formed a system that worked for me first. So if that meant getting up before everybody, that's what I did first. And that's just, I'm telling you guys, that's what helped me tremendously.
So talk to us what that power half hour is looking like early.
Oh, sure. I could go right into that. I actually have it written down for you.
Cool.
Okay, so my power.
If you had an order here you wanted to follow, you can do that too. Yeah.
Okay, I'll find it in here. Like I said, I got lots of notes somewhere. Maybe I might have to follow it. Just a second. Oh, man. I have so much, guys. Oh, yeah. Woohoo, I got it right here. Okay, so my power half hour, and I wrote this is vital. So I tell myself this is so important. So I'm going to start, and this actually might go into my power hour because sometimes I get that extra few minutes. So 15 minutes. I do 3. I write my posts or I schedule my posts for 15 minutes. Okay, I time this because if I drag it on, it's just going to ruin my whole hour. So 15 minutes, 3 scheduled posts. Next, 15 minutes.
3 scheduled posts for the day. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's if I can hit 3 during that hour, half hour, I feel completely accomplished. Okay, next 15 minutes, I do connections, invites, birthdays, anything I can fit into those 15 minutes, even if it's just a quick, reply to somebody's post, or if they engaged on one of mine, I can reply back. That's still a connection.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do 5-minute follow-ups. I try to hit the most important follow-ups, because in your business which ones are going to be important. If you're going to get that sale and you're going to get that person engaged, do them first. Okay. 5 minutes written.
Guys, that's a brilliant note there, because here's the deal. Sometimes we all like that follow-up. We want to sort of check it off the list. And it's sometimes those are like the ones that are like, to me, it's like, I don't know how fruitful it is, but you're like, we're close, but we sometimes go, oh, there's so much I have to say to that person, or I'm worried about it. But it's like, dude, go where the potential, the potential conversion is. Don't avoid that, right? Because then you're like, yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, exactly. So I do a 5-minute follow-up. And then I do a 5-minute written or a scheduled recognition, because that's something I'm missing in my business. So tonight I'm doing now what I call 6 p.m. shout outs. And it could be a shout out to anybody, my husband, it could be my kids, it could be, tonight it was my gal Shelby, who is already noticing changes, and she's been with me a week. I mean, that's incredible. And it made her feel awesome.
Oh,
it's simple.
And then it makes you feel great too. It always does.
Yeah,
right?
It made me feel great. It's 5 minutes, and that's quick. And then I do 10 minutes. I do a daily check-in, and sometimes that goes a little over, but that means Kelsey, when I was doing her sugar detox, and then, the healthy habits, the mind your morning, any of the groups I'm in, shift shop. I try to do those as many as I can in that 10 to 15 minutes. That way it's already done for the day. If y'all ask me to post a picture, gosh darn it, I'm going to try to post a picture. Yep. If it asked of something, I try to get that done. And if I can't, I write it down and I set it aside. This is my to-do list later. Okay. And then the last one is 10 minutes. And that's doing videos, emails, anything like that. And also personal development, even if it's just reading 2 to 3 pages to get me a little further in my book. So that's 15, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, that's a full hour right there.
Okay.
And then I have a extra half hour where I do podcasts and wake-up calls, etc.
Personal development stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Lots of times that's during making lunch for my kids. Seriously.
Yeah, you can do some multitasking with that kind of stuff. That's great.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Jen, I would love it too if you wouldn't mind actually like writing that up and summarizing that in a post in the Coach Club.
I could do that. It's so laid out. So, okay. There's a few quick things I want to go over before I go into how I actually schedule my post, and I'll make sure I make it quick so y'all aren't like snoozing over there.
You're doing great. We're good on time.
Okay, so first of all, the main thing that you're going to have to start with, and I know this is for a lot of the beginners, this is going to help them out. You have to create a consistent social media presence, meaning you need to know who you are. Who are you? Okay? Who are you? Authentically you. No, you're not me. You're not Dan. Who are you? Okay, next, who are you trying to reach? Honestly, if I were trying to reach out to, say, lawyers or something, I would feel intimidated and it wouldn't feel comfortable for me. But for me, it's okay to reach out to mommies or, people in between 30 and 50. I feel comfortable reaching out. That's where my market is. Let's see, next, who do you want to attract? Okay, you want to attract people, first of all, that you want to be around. If they're not somebody you want to be around, why would you want them in your business? So that's huge for me. So I really go looking for people that are like me, that have similar interests, like I do. Simple.
And guys,
they like to fish.
Let me a quick comment on that too, as really be careful, because if you go for the needy person, and this is for the pastoral people, Danette, you and I, in this world, you go for the needy person, you have needy customers.
Yes.
Who generally suck the life out of you. And I'm not saying that you don't help those people, but you do need to make sure that you're setting a limit there, because if you do run after too many of those, you're just going to, enough said.
Yeah, you're right. It's exhausting, and it's almost like, what was I thinking?
Yeah. Okay, and not that we shouldn't try to help, because don't get me wrong, guys. I love me some Jesus. We talked about this before. We should help everybody, absolutely. But the truth is, they have to want it. And I would say Jesus even taught that is like, do you want this? Do you want to actually change? And then that's how they actually took steps, right? That's usually generally what happens. Right.
And Kelsey and I talked about that. You learned that some people just weren't actually in it. It was talk. That's that. And then most of all, when you're creating your social media presence, you want to make sure that your posts are catering to those people. You really have to be focused and cater to that. Like, are they looking for energy? Cater your post to energy. Are they tired? Et cetera, et cetera. I could go on and on. Okay.
So are you asking when you are creating that stuff, how do you, what questions are you asking yourself about them? Like, what are you?
What I really do is I will go through my newsfeed and I'll look at the people saying, oh my gosh, I woke up late, I did this, no routine. And I'll be like, okay, I'll jot that down. No routine. They're waking up late. They're not time for breakfast, no time for themselves, and then I'm like, okay, I can totally go with that. My snoozeaholic post, they said, are you a snoozeaholic? That kind of led from my Miracle Morning Lifesavers. And then it went into the Miracle Morning Free Challenge. It kind of was like boom, boom, boom. I seen what they needed. I utilized that in a post, and then I invited to the challenge.
Yep.
Okay, let's see real quick. And then the last thing on that is you really have to ask yourself, when you go to your page, who do you see? So if I went to my page as a stranger, would I know exactly who I was, what I was about? Can you tell that, yes, I'm a health and fitness coach? Can you tell that I really care about people? Can you tell that I am in this? I am not just talking. I am proof that this works, and I am proof that I can help people. Are you showing that that's who you are? That's huge.
Yep.
Okay. Now,
it shouldn't be a mystery when people try to go, oh, who is this person? So yeah.
Right, and that's why I focus more on my personal page now than my fitness page, because it is a lot to engage in both. And I'll double them. I'm just doubling up when I can.
Most coaches. That's what most top coaches do. Yep.
And then really, we'll get into intent as well. Your posts, they have to have intent, meaning that if you're posting about something, what is it leading to? Example, I posted just an ABCD. Are you a coffee creamer, a shot? What kind of sugar, like you used sugar kryptonite addict are you?
Good.
And it worked. It caused a lot of engagement. Nobody knows I'm doing a free sugar detox challenge, but they will tomorrow. So I'm showing intent leading to a free challenge.
You're a chess player. I love it.
I'm trying here. And yeah, just really people need to believe you. So, I know that.
Okay, so let's go with that. So guys, and I think this is where we miss out sometimes when we go into ask mode all the time, when we're like in the crunch time of challenge invite, right? Then we move into I have to, like, every post is asking, right? Because you're like, oh my gosh, if I don't get some of that, I'm not going to get any challenges in this. It's generally because you haven't backed up far enough. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen here. This is a perfect time to, I think, potentially do this, guys. Okay, hold on. All right, now this is an old one, so forgive me. This is something I dug up, but this was. So we can get rid of this. I'm going to replace this with this. This would be free challenge inviting. Okay. And then you might do free challenge prep. Okay. And then the same thing back here. Free challenge inviting. Okay, so guys, really here's the deal. So forget about some of these things. This is back when we used to do a 6-day reset with our team. But so guys, when it relates to your calendar, really start thinking about ways to take people on a journey. So you're actually going, this is like the process of the free challenge inviting. And again, I use the word inviting loosely here. I should actually quote that, okay? Because you don't every day of that week invite like you're going every day. Hey guys, join my thing. Hey guys, join my thing again. It's like, no, you breadcrumb up front and then you start, especially for free challenges. So like what Jen's doing here, you can do more of that breadcrumbing and really help people ultimately make a better, start to trust you more as you offer two things, your story and you offer value. And then if you can also prove people that the stuff actually works, like whether it's your transformation or your challenger's transformation, something like that, without an ask, to not even go, so you could even post. So today, guys, I don't know if you saw this, I posted this. Can you see this gross glob? Right? Okay, I just posted this. I lost 6 of these in the last 2 weeks, which is kind of cool. It's gross. But anyway, lost 6 of those in the last 2. But I intentionally did not ask anybody for anything. Just shouting out that I'm excited. I did mention what I was doing, but I wasn't like completely like I'm doing some kind of, whatever. I actually mentioned Shift Shop and things like that. But just letting you know. So that's kind of the thing. So having a pattern like this really makes a difference to your intentionality. So Jen, back to you. Sorry, I'll shut up now.
No, that's great. I couldn't see your screen that time, but that's exactly what I do. I've actually planned week by week because it's easier for me because I don't know what comes up with my crazy family. But I really like that. Okay, so when you're scheduling your business, okay, first you have to determine what is important to you this week. Okay, do you have a free challenge coming up? Do you need to prep for a premium challenge? What is it that you need to focus and put your intentions on this week? Okay, and when you do it week by week, it's way easier because your schedule will change. Life happens, things will come up. So I first determine what's important to me. I have a sugar detox group coming up. I'm going to put my focus and my post energy into that because I want as many people as I can to build that dang funnel. Like funnel is thin and it needs to get a little bigger. So I set my intentions, my connections, my invite, my follow-ups, and my adding new people. I set a number and I'm making sure I'm tracking it. If I'm not doing that, then it doesn't go hand in hand. If I'm not connecting with people and being like, or inviting, saying, hey, I have this group starting on Monday. Would you be interested? You're not going to do anything. So don't get overwhelmed by this. My personal goal for this week is 7 posts a day. That seems insane, but it's really, so don't feel overwhelmed. I'm saying if you can do 3 is fantastic. I'm trying to run here. That's why I say 7. Okay. That's just why I'm doing that.
And
all right.
So I think we can all say this. And so Jen, I think you can say this right now, but you are making a run for diamond right now.
Yes, I'm making a run for diamond. I need to,
excuse
me, or get off the pot.
Yeah, no, that's great.
So
she's making a run. And so she's going to have activity that's going to reflect that. Right?
Yes,
so
that is exactly what I'm shooting for here.
Yep.
Okay, so next, now that you determine what is important, you need to figure how many behaviors you're going to crush this week, okay? And then, and then again, who are you trying to reach? So you want to reach people that are having sugar cravings, that use coffee and creamer. You want people that are snacking late at night. So you need to intentionally post about that stuff. I was a late night snacker. What do you use? What's your late night favorite snack, etc. It can be so simple. And again, I don't ask a lot of questions. I try to stick to maybe 1 a day, just because that's a lot of engagement on 7 different posts. And it is. And then when you need to think about.
Did you guys? The note on that though is it's all about, and Shalene talks about this, and you guys heard it right when at Summit, the Summit talk when she talked about engagement. It's not about likes, guys. It's really about engagement.
Right. Yeah.
You can have that engagement. That starts to throw it out to everybody. It's so much greater.
Right. So if you can focus on like a main engagement post each day, like one quality engaging post, that's fantastic. That is what I would shoot for to start with.
Yep.
Okay.
So let's quick, I know we're probably not gonna be able to get to all your content.
Oh yeah, no, that's okay. Go ahead.
No, that's great. But what do you do? What kind of things do you do to help with engagement as it relates to this?
What do I help to
So
do?
you said to ask. There's a spot where you can potentially ask. That's a form of engagement. What else do you do?
What do I do for engagement? If people comment on my post, I will immediately reach out to them.
Well, no, how do you get them to engage the post?
Oh gosh, to get to engage, actually, I've learned that, just posting something even funny works awesome. People like funny, people like humor. People are so distracted by drama, and excuse me, but it's true. They're distracted by drama and negativity, and they latch onto that. And if you can post something funny to brighten their day and make them laugh, they'll kind of look at you a little different. And it's engaging. It really is. When I stop my scroll, it's because I'm laughing, or I'm like, wow, what's that all about? And then just to keep it super simple, once you find out what time people are most online, that's key. You figure out what time they're online, and then you post during those times,
Yep.
And we have that schedule we can throw up in the club again if we need to.
Yep.
But again, so your main things, I do motivational. This is what I do. Real quick, if I can find it. I have so many notes. Okay. Oh, are you there?
I am.
Okay, so my basic posting schedule would look like this. I do a weekly motivation, meaning you do your Monday motivation, your Tuesday transformation, and you stick with that because it's simple. If you can do that every day and just try to hit that mark in the morning, immediately people see your face on the newsfeed, and then when you're posting later, the algorithms will draw them to you. So it's important to get a post in the morning right away. Let's see.
This is
Oh,
that comment. Okay. This
And
is
those
on
are-
My Coach HQ. It's under the social media of the Rock the Basics, which is up here. So it's New Coach 5-Day Rock the Basics. It's under day 3, which is Social Media 101.
Yeah.
And Steph talking to us and educating us. So social media time map. There's kind of and again, this is not a hard and fast rule. You can break these rules, but just know that you're doing it and you've got a specific reason why you're necessarily doing it. And some coaches would say that there are things in here that aren't really particularly, there are times of the day when it works. Like if you're a mom and it's nap time, so maybe the mid-afternoon works for you. That kind of a so.
And mine's, like I said, mine's a little different. I do 6, 10, noon, 2, 6, and 9. That's what I do. I have developed a system that I know that's when my people are online.
Say that again.
So I do 6 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2 p.m., 6 p.m., and 9 p.m. Now, I do those for a specific reason, and that's because that's when my crowd, my audience that I'm catering to or trying to attract, that's when they're online. That's when they engage on my posts the most, and I've done that research myself.
Great.
So, but yeah, so funny. People love videos. People love pictures of your dogs, your cats, your kids. Incorporating family into your life, things you're doing. That's when you're going to get engagement.
Yep.
You went to the fair. So did I.
So let me help the people who are not like you would say. I'm so not funny. That's not me. I am like that. Just freaks me out if I have to go and try to be funny. Okay.
Right.
Honestly, guys, Dub Smash is so huge. Dubsmash.com, or it's an app, and just find a fun song and just
simple.
It's silly, and Shalene talks about that all the time. That her biggest likes, and if you just initially, it's going to feel uncomfortable, and you're going to be, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. But then you start to get over yourself. It's part, and guys, I would just say this: it's part of the process. It's just getting over yourself. There's a reason why I'm so out there, is I've just gotten over myself. It's like I don't really care if somebody goes, oh, that guy, he's just so goofy and stupid. Whatever.
No, but it becomes fun, and then it becomes exciting to work, and it becomes exciting to try to find the next funniest thing you can find. It's engaging. It really is. So I guess my last thoughts to you guys would be to find a time each day that you can post 3 times. When are you not busy? When do you have downtime? When do you find yourself scrolling Facebook just to pass the time by? Utilize those times in your business to do a quick post, a quick shout out. It doesn't have to be crazy, but it's getting you on the news feed. It's getting you out there. Post pictures of your family, you know, anything going on in your life. Just let them see you. That's what's important.
Yep.
That's
So
what
good.
helps me.
Absolutely. And I think the more we can share, you know, back to sharing your story. These last few National Wake Up Calls have been all about that, guys. And then ultimately really helping people start to see you as a person who's just kind of like, you know, I mean, guys, and this is what I'll close with, is so many people are in and out of stuff. And so how many people have you seen online declare something great, I'm going to do blah, 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 and then they're gone. Like you don't see them. And so I would say the thing is like unique is if you can say, I'm going to do whatever, like I'm going to do shift shop and I'm going to go through all 21 days. And then you get done with 21 days of it and you get done, you can celebrate, look, dude, I freaking did it. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, well, that's a person who sticks to their word. That might be that. You know what I mean? And that starts to build credibility in you beyond just that, oh, your products and all that kind of stuff. It's like, wow, that's a person who commits and is determined. I might want to look into that someday. You know what I mean? I'd like to be more like her, more like him. So just saying that, guys, the more you can have that consistency and showing up and showing and living a little bit out loud. You got to live a little bit out louder because you can do shift shop and that's great. And you can do it on your own home and never really talk about it. No one's going to know. And I know that people start to get like, seriously, kind of another post about that thing. Yeah, but tell it creatively, right? Obviously. Jen, this was fantastic. You are awesome. And I think there's just some really great solid ideas there. So would you mind sharing that little power hour thing that you got, like what you do, like that breakdown in the club?
Yep. And I'll be honest, actually I watched one of Melanie Mitro's videos and she has some excellent advice on that. So I highly recommend on YouTube just Googling it.
Guys,
It's
that's
fantastic.
the truth. And Melanie even says herself, look to YouTube, you know, that's a great tool. And honestly, guys, back when I got started in this thing 5.5 years ago, there was like nothing because everybody like was keeping their special sauce a secret.
Yep.
Now everybody, all the big coaches are just like, who cares? Like I'm making enough money. I'm just going to share what I know and potentially draw people that way. So that's good stuff. Jen, you're amazing. Guys, team, you're amazing. Let's keep this rocking. Let's keep Team Cup going for August here. Next call on the 14th. We'd love to get ideas of what you want for those. So if you do have ideas like, Dan, this would be helpful. Dan, don't do that again because it was awful. Or go more of Jen, more of Steph, more of Kelsey, more of everybody, more of, yeah. Anyway, you guys got it. That's fantastic. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for all you do. Talk to you soon. Peace out.
Bye.
I'm posting this, by the way.